is a powerful and primitive human emotion, whether it's fear of public speaking, fear of crucial conversations, or even the fear of flying. We've all experienced some type of fear in our lives. The great news is that it's not something we're stuck with. If we created it internally, we can somewhat manage it. Having been someone who was able to discover this over the past few years, Zeyad will be speaking about his journey and his life-changing findings that relate to fear. I now present to you, Toastmasters and distinguished guests, The Beauty of Fear by Zeyad Khedr.
Thank you. Okay, so first of all, how many of you have ever had a situation where you wanted to do something, but you were too scared to do it? Awesome, almost everyone. Well, I'm about to change your life. So let me take you a few years back. During my teenage years, I was the kind of person who was really living life day after day. It was just as if I was a regular kid. I wasn't really doing much to grow or to develop myself. During the time, I was still unaware of my weaknesses or of my strengths. I was just playing video games and having fun and seeing friends. When I got closer to 18, I began to be aware of people around me, the environment, and mainly the successful people. Something about the successful people around me, they had in common. They just took the light away from everyone. They looked as if they were superior. They looked as if they were really fearless, which was really interesting to me. And I was the type of person, I thought about it and I saw myself being like these people. I wanted to have their attributes. I wanted to have their skills. So during that time, I started college a year after at 18. And during college, I was participating. I was getting into presentations. I was getting into group work. And not really because I wanted to, but mainly because I was required to be able to pass my classes. So year after year, it got to my junior year of college, which is my third year. And I was still not at the point where I saw myself. I wasn't like the fearless person that I dreamed of. So what I did at the time is that I started reading books. I started watching videos, listening to podcasts, and I was gaining so much knowledge. I even started talking to some successful people who were guiding me through it. And I still wasn't where I was supposed to be. But here's the thing. I was gaining so much knowledge and I realized that the missing piece of the puzzle was actually taking action. So I was gaining all this knowledge, but I wasn't doing much with it. And that's when I started taking action to help improve myself, to face my fears, to go out, speak up, ask a girl out, whatever you claim it. And I started improving day after day. And a big part of it was also coming and being part of Toastmasters. And one other thing I did, or how I actually took action to reduce fear, was really by transitioning it. And what I mean by that, where first let's define fear. Fear is just your mind and body working together to keep you safe at all times. Now, keeping you safe means that you're going on a straight line day after day, but you're not really going. You want a line that's constantly moving upward. And thinking about that, what I decided to do at the time is just take action as much as I can to transition fear into excitement. When you think about it, fear and excitement are almost the exact same thing. You feel the same symptoms, your hands are shaking, your body's unsteady, some parts of your body are numb. It's the exact same thing. The only difference between them is that fear, your mind interacts with you negatively, but excitement, your mind interacts with you positively. So transitioning it can only take you a couple of seconds if you actually work on it. Now, that being said, so it's all about taking action and doing what it is that you fear and just changing your perspective at all times. Instead of being Instead of fearing, you should look at the bright side, look at the positive side, and see how this could grow you and see how this could be an opportunity rather than a challenge. And this is what I've been doing for the past couple of years, and I would recommend it for anyone. And it's been helping me become the person who I intend to become. I always look at fear in a really good manner, and I do what it takes to overcome it, whether it's public speaking, whether it's getting on a crazy roller coaster, whether it's swimming with sharks. I haven't tried that, but I'd probably do it. So don't do anything too crazy, but definitely do something that will help you grow. And what I ask from each and every one of you and from myself is that over the next 7 days, you should do something different. So whether it's speaking up, whether it's talking to someone, whether it's introducing yourself, whether it's telling someone that something they're doing is bothering you, try something different and try to speak up and reduce, not reduce, well, try to eliminate that fear. Try to turn it into excitement first. Go ahead, talk to them. And whether you get rejected, whether you get embarrassed, whether anything crazy happens, at the end of the day, you will know that it made sense, that it was worth it, because you will have no regrets and you would feel comfortable because you had faced your fear. So do it, go crazy, but not too crazy. Thank you guys.